Of course, now that I'm taking these parts out, it begins, you can kind of begin to understand why I wanted to clean out a space back here, because I want to have a place to put these Ford parts that could be dedicated just to them. You know, that way, because that's the way it, you know, the way it works when you mess around with an old car is you have to keep up with everything you dismantle, because you have to re-put it back together. I was sort of thinking about that Volkswagen. I guess if I had known when I took that convertible apart what I know now, I probably wouldn't have taken it apart, because when it's all together, it's a lot easier to keep up with all the parts. And it looks like that project is being pushed back a little. Well, probably a little bit more than a little. So if I'd have left it all together, it probably just would have been easier to keep track of it. But water over the bridge, it's all in a good place to be stored for the time being, and we'll deal with that later on, I guess. Okay, I'll stop talking now and take that other part apart. I think I'm gonna hop over in there and do the same thing, take the screws out of the other side of that hinge. At some point I'm gonna want to get my glasses, because I can't see all that good over in here without them. And since I'm dealing with kind of smallish things like these little screws, I think it'd be good. It'd be good if I had the glasses on. The other thing that I will be doing, and of course again I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just talking about it right now, is taking this tailgate off and repairing it. It's got a rusty spot on the other side of it down in this area, and these hinges will come out with these bolts right here. So if I took those hinges out and disconnected these side runners, I could literally take this back door off and restore it and put it back on. That is something that I will be doing. And when I do that, all this up under here will need to be looked at for, see if there's any rust in there. It looks like there's some rubber moldings and things that goes along there that's kind of all laying over in here, like we're not sure where they were originally supposed to be and what they were originally supposed to do, and, you know, stuff like this to be straightened out. Oh, details. It's all about the details when you're messing with an old car. Just saying.